Good morning. Welcome. Welcome here. I honor you. I thank you for journeying with me on this beautiful discovery of more and more of the true and authentic self. The observer, the witness, the one who notices all of the feelings, all the emotions, all of the thoughts, and yet is aware that I am not my thoughts, that I'm not my feelings, that I am not my emotions. In this journey together, I believe we are discovering the authentic self, or the truth. And my goal in life is not to think that the world is going to all of a sudden harmonize and be less chaotic and less well, let me say it this way. My expectation is not that anything outside of me is going to make any adjustments for me. Now I realize that I am the one who can find the stillness and the peace and the joy and the love, the compassion and the kindness on the inside of me, and no longer require that anyone or anything outside of me change in any way. Coming into a place of harmony and stillness, peace and love, compassion is not about the changing of the external world. Meditation is not about changing the external world. This spiritual practice is not about changing the external world. For me personally, this practice, this meditation practice, this spiritual journey is about turning on the internal world. Jesus, the great master, said, "The kingdom of God is within you." Siddhartha Buddha said, "At the center of you is the answer to all things." The core of your being, the epicenter of your being is stillness and is peace. We are locating it more and more, and we're leaving mile markers along the way. And what I mean by that is, the more you practice this, the quicker you're able to get right back to this, because you know the way and you know it well. So that at any given moment, when frustrations arise, when chaos ensues, when you're faced with a challenge, boom, you're able to go within so that you don't have to go without. This is a beautiful, simple practice of getting the awareness of the self beyond self, of the self beyond personality, the self beyond identification. And this is why I call it the true and authentic self. So let's go further into that today and find that deeper, the well within that never runs dry. So I invite you now to sit up straight or lie down straight. Straighten the spine. Soften the shoulders. Maybe place your hands in your lap or on your thighs in the receiving position. We enter into this space with a heart of thanksgiving. We enter into this place with a deep sense of gratitude. And we affirm, as we regularly do, that love is who I am, that gratitude is my attitude, that abundance is my nature, that well-being is my birthright. And I dedicate myself to this as the ingredients of my life. I invite you now to notice the breath, the breathing in, the breathing out, inhaling and exhaling. This simple yet profound activity of life In a moment here, I'll ask us to receive a couple of intentional deep breaths. But for this moment, just notice. Notice how the body breathes for you, in service to you. And allow a sense of gratitude for this activity. And without it, in this incarnation, you would cease. So allow gratitude for the lungs, for the mind, and for the body's powerful and miraculous way of being. And now allow yourself to be aware of the heartbeat, this consistent rhythm. This rhythm that goes on around the clock without you being conscious of directing a single beat. So life is happening for you. And allow that deep sense of gratitude, thanksgiving. And I know that I am a spiritual being having a human experience and expression. And I am grateful. I am grateful for this medium called my body, with which I experience this life. I'm going to invite us now into a series of 2 or 3 deep breaths. We'll breathe in through the nose about 4 or 5 seconds. We'll hold that breath at the top and then release it with a sigh. Preparing now for that first deep breath together. Breathe in. And exhale. And once again, breathe in. And exhale. And how about one more? Breathe in. And exhale. Just notice now how the body is relaxed. But also take note of any part of the body that may be experiencing discomfort, tension, tightness. Take this invitation of freedom and relaxation to that part of the body. Invite it to just release for a few moments. Relax. There's nowhere to be. There's nothing to do. There's no one to be. No to-do list. No next. Just here now, in this present moment. Notice as you rest into this moment that that the mind may offer opportunities to be distracted. The mind is always thinking. Instead of judging it, just notice for a moment and then let the thoughts move through. This is a beautiful practice for recognizing that you're not your thoughts. They literally pop up like clouds in the sky. The thoughts are not even yours. Therefore, you don't have to believe them or log into them. You can just release them. Notice the peace and the stillness that you feel as you allow the thoughts to come and go without getting attached. And this is freedom. You are free to engage the thoughts or not, because the thoughts are not who you are. You're not even the thinker of the thoughts. You're the witness and the observer of the thinker. And you notice even further that before time existed, you existed. The true you existed in the heart of God and in the mind of the Supreme. And you are waking up to this reality. Your consciousness is expanding. You are remembering your true self. The one without label, the invisible animating force of this body. That you are limitless and boundless in Indeed, you're free. And in this you find stillness, peace. And now enjoy the feeling of lightness, complete relaxation. Notice the feeling of being unencumbered, unhindered. Complete and at peace. And allow this affirmation, if you will, I am free from attachment. I am free from fear. I am at peace. I am free from attachment. I am free from fear. I am at peace. I am free from attachment. I am free from fear. I am at peace. I'm going to invite us into a series of 3 deep breaths, breathing in through the nose about 4 or 5 seconds. And then we'll release with the Om, all of us together. Preparing now for that first deep breath together. Breathe in. And And that second breath together. Breathe in. And And that third breath together. Breathe in. preparing now to come back into the space where you're seated or lying down. Maybe begin to adjust your body, maybe roll the shoulders or your neck. Maybe wiggle your toes and your fingers. Oh yeah. Welcome back into this space. I invite you to gently rub your hands together. Get that chi energy going. Place those hands over your eyes gently. Consider opening your eyes behind those hands, preparing to be fully back in the room where you are. And drop those hands to your lap if you want to, or excuse me, or like I do, you can bring those hands together either to the heart, or I love to bring them up to the primary eye, known to many as the third eye, and I say to you, Namaste, Namaskar, Amitabha, Aho, Om. Love and mercy, peace and grace, truth and tranquility, serenity, courage and confidence, compassion, kindness, truth, bliss, ecstasy, stillness, the peace that passes all understanding. Guard your heart. And so it is. And so it is. So it is. I love you. I mean it. Make this your confession today. Love is who I am. Gratitude is my attitude. Abundance is my nature. Well-being is my birthright. And so it is. Now go and make it a great day, because you can. Peace.